Hello, Mario.
Hi, Abe. How are
How are
you?
you today? Baruch Hashem, how was Shabbos?
Not too good. I was sick,
Not
so
so,
I didn't go anywhere. I was sleeping most of the time.
why? Was I not feeling well?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. A bad stomach. I don't know.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, where are you?
For me, I'm in the desert.
You're in the desert.
Yeah.
Boy, fancy desert with greenery and everything.
Yeah, it's beautiful today. Was it sunny? It was not sunny in LA. It was sunny here.
Yeah,
It
good.
was sunny later, yes.
It did get sunny. Yeah, it was not very nice here.
So, Abe, did you watch Canada win today?
You
No,
know,
I
I forgot.
didn't.
I
I
tuned in
didn't.
too late. Oh, did you watch? Yeah, he was there. Weren't you there?
No, I wasn't. I didn't even know they were playing.
Aren't you
Actually,
a
I'm not.
fan? What's wrong with you?
No,
They're gonna
no.
take your citizenship away.
I find it exhausting to watch them.
Oh,
Took them
what
a
was
long
the score?
time.
What's
One
the
second, who are
score?
One,
they play? Who
one
are they playing?
zero,
One
and
zero.
and it was done when there was minutes to finish.
Who are they playing?
Minutes.
Yeah, who'd they play? Satmar?
They were
Who?
playing South Africa.
Oh, wow. That's
South
interesting.
Africa gave him a bad time. Oh,
Wow.
many surprises this cup. Now
Who does
this
who's US play next?
Cap Verde. No, 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 boy, Bosnia Herzegovina. Bosnia.
At this point, who's favored? Like, who's the best so far that you see?
It's between Argentina,
Yeah.
France,
Uh-huh.
and maybe Mexico. I doubt Mexico's going to go anywhere.
It would be funny if Iran gets in the finals.
If you're on,
Good afternoon.
Oh,
They get into the finals.
Jorge.
oh, look who joined
Hello.
us. Yeah, is
You see?
Guatemala still in the
No,
finals?
no.
No,
No, Guatemala
George. What
hasn't even
happened?
smelled it.
Come on, George.
No, but it's
It's
been
because
good.
George retired. That's
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 why.
right.
right. That's right. I retired. Actually, the answer is I am tired. That's why. Not even retired. I'm just tired.
Just die.
You're retired.
Yep.
Retired.
Yep.
Thank you, Susie.
Ah.
Okay,
We didn't finish 58
With,
yesterday.
with the mission, I think.
Yeah.
correct. So we're on 58b, the Mishnah on the near the bottom. Achuzas hadam, an animal that has too much blood, you know, hemochromatosis. I'm not sure exactly what this diagnosis is, but the animals don't breathe well. Vehameushenet, an animal that inhaled smoke. Vehamitzunenet, it had like a cold. Or v'sha'ach defuni, it ate oleander, which is toxic to animals. V'sha'achlat soas tarnagolim, or it ate the dung of chickens, which animals, it's dangerous for them, but not human beings. O sheshosamayim aroim, it drank water that a snake had put its venom in. Now, in all these cases, it's going to make the animals sick, but these are not human, they're not damaging to humans. So it's only the Yudches Trephis. We have a very specific list of things that make an animal treif. Just because it's sick doesn't make it treif. And if you shecht it, then it's sick, but if it doesn't have the Yudches Trephis, it's fine. And the Mishnah says, Ksheira. However, Achla Samamaves, let's say it ate something that is a poison that is also, if it gets into its tissue, it's poisonous for humans. Oshe kisha nachash. Let's say a snake venom bit the animal, and you potentially could end up eating that piece of meat with the venom in it. Then the animal is not a treifa because it doesn't have the yutchas treifas. Muteris mishum treifa, but vasur mishum sakana nefoshes. You may not eat it because it's a sakana to you, not because it's a treifa. Amar Shmuel, hilita chiltis treifa. It ate a certain herb, and it's a very hard herb, and it might make a hole in the intestine. My time at the mikvinalu lemayone. It punctures the digestive tract, which is a treifa. However, Mosif Rav Shizbi, achuzas adam v'mushenes, an animal with too much blood, or it inhaled smoke, or she'achla hardefuni, it ate like something, a poisonous leaf, which is poison only for the animal, but not for human beings. She'achla tzos tarnagolim, it ate chicken dung, which damages the animal, but not the person. Or shosas maimaroin, it drank bad water. Hilita tia chiltis upilpilin. Or if it ate this chiltis, which is either peppers or something like a hard herb, or achlos samamaves, or some other poisonous thing, kshera. Now, hikisha nochash, if a snake bit the animal, or shanoshka kelev shoita, or a rabid dog bit it, then it's not treif. Muteris mishum treifa, but vasur mishum sakon nefoshes. If you eat it, you could get damaged by the rabies or the venom. But we have a kasha chiltis achiltis. Here it says if you ate chiltis, the animal is kosher. And Shmuel said if you ate chiltis, it's treif. Also, kasha samamavis is samamavis. Our Mishnah said that if an animal eats poison, you cannot eat it because it's dangerous to you. Here it says achla samamavis kshera. So how do we reconcile this? So chiltis achiltis like kasha. Kan ba'alin, kan bekrotin. The leaves of the plant of chiltis is okay. That doesn't cause a puncture in the GI tract, and therefore that's kosher. But when Shmuel said it's prohibited, it's because it's eating the hard part, which makes a hole in the intestine. Samamavis or samamavis like kasher, hadi da adam. It means something that's poisonous only to the animal, but not to human beings, so that you can eat. If something is also, if the human being ate it after it had been absorbed by the animal, and it would be poisonous to the human being, then that's when it says that you cannot eat it because it's sakana nefoshes.
What is chiltis, Ernie? Is a plant?
Some kind of plant, correct.
Okay.
They're not sure what it is. Now, sama mavis to behema, haina hardefuni. So then, why hardefuni was already an example of like a poison oak leaf that if a animal eats it, it's dangerous to it. So what is sama mavis adding to this hardefuni? The Gemara says trei gavni sama mavis. Hardefuni is a special kind of leaf like oleander, and there's other types of poisons. Okay. Then Brysa mentioned tia, which we didn't know what that was. It's also like an herb. On Rav Yehuda, Ikra de Miradissa. It's an aconite root, some kind of herb. On Rav Yehuda, Haiman da'achot plus a tikle chiltis aliba rekana. If you eat 3 portions of this chiltis on an empty stomach, mishtalach mashke, you get a fever, and your skin, you get a skin illness. I had this. I ate just a very little amount. If I hadn't cooled myself in water, I would have lost my skin. That medical wisdom can keep a person alive. If a person eats 16 eggs, va'arboi amguzi, 40 nuts, v'shev butisa de pirchi, and 7 capers, V'shasi reviasa dedufsha, and drinks a quarter log of honey. Bitkufas Tammuz in the summer, aliba rekana on an empty stomach. Misaker taya deliba, it'll damage his heart. Hahu bartavia de asla beresh galusa. A deer was seen in the house of the Reish Galusa. Damafasik Karen Basraisa. Part of its hind legs had been cut. Bad Kerav Bitsomes Agidin Vashrei. Remember, we said that the tendons all come down to one area, and if those are intact, it's kosher. Rav checked it and he said it's kosher. He wanted to eat a rare piece of deer meat. How do you know that the leg, before it was amputated, hadn't been bit by a snake, which might make it dangerous to eat it? So, how can we figure this out? Shmuel said, put it in an oven, roast it, and usve nafal tilchi tilchi. When they roasted it, it fell into pieces. That showed that there was venom in it. Nothing bad is going to happen to a tzaddik. Kori Rav Alei Shmuel. Rav referred to Shmuel. Kol Razlo Anasach. All the secrets of the universe have been revealed to him. Okay, Mishnah. Up until now, we've been learning about the various simonim that cause an animal to be treif. What about kosher? Simoni be'ema v'chaya nemru min haTorah. You have to have the simonim. You have to have a split hoof and chew its cud. However, simoni ha'oflo nem. The Torah mentioned 24 birds that are treif. Any other bird that's not those birds, you can eat. Aval amru chachamim. The chachamim gave some simoni. Kol ofa dores tameh. Any bird that takes its prey through its claws, that's a tameh bird. Now, kol sheyesh lo etzba yisera. A bird that has an extra toe in the back, they have 3 toes forward and one going backward. That's a kosher bird. The zafek, a crop, which is a outpouching of the stomach where the food is deposited before it goes down into the gizzard. The kurkavano, the gizzard is niklat. You can peel the inner layer from the muscular layer. Those are simonim of a tohor of a kosher bird. Rab Lezer Rab Tzadok Omer, kol ofa cholik es raglav tomei. If you put a bird on a branch, and it puts 2 of its toes in the front and 2 of its toes in the back, that's a treif bird. Uvechagovim, by grasshoppers, kol sheyesh lo bar raglaim, 4 legs, v'arba knafayim, 4 wings, v'kartzulayim, it has 2 back jumping legs that it jumps with, uknafav choifin es rubo, the leaves of the wings of a grasshopper cover the majority of its body. These are examples of a kosher grasshopper. You see, Omer ushmo chagav. By the way, if you see an example of a kosher grasshopper, which I've seen, the letter ches, you see the letter ches on the body of a grasshopper. It's wild. And among the Teimanim and the Moroccans, some of them had a Mesorah. We Ashkenazim don't eat this, but there were Teimanim and Moroccans. Eli Marciano told us himself that he was a child in Morocco. They would have locust swarms, and they would make it in omelets, and they would eat it because they would be told by their rabbis, these are kosher versions. Uvidogim kol sheyesh lo snapir v'kaskesses. Fins and scales. Even 1 fin and 1 scale is enough, according to the Tanakhama. Rabbi Yehuda Omer shnei kaskasim usnapir echad. 1 fin is enough, but you need at least 2 scales. We paskin, you only need 1 scale. Eluhen kaskasim. What's a scale? A kvuin bow. It's attached to the fish. Usnapirim is a parich ben. The snapir is the fin that it swims with. Torabah. Eluhe simoni behema. Kol behema mafresas par. So it has to chew its cud. Kol behema shamalas geira. Kol behema mafresas par. So that means it has a split hoof. Kol behema shemalas geira. The second siman is it chews its cud. Biyadu shein. Now, these animals, if you look at a cow and a goat, they don't have front teeth. So if you check the mouth and they don't have front teeth, that's a siman that they're kosher. A camel, a camel also doesn't have front teeth, but it chews its cud. So gamal nivi isle, but it does have canines in its upper jaw. And therefore that which is different than the kosher animals which have no teeth. Vare ben gama, but a young camel, denivi namilas, they have no teeth. The su, hare shafan varneves, the rabbit, the malas geirahe, they chew their cud. The yeshlem shinaim lamala, and they have teeth, utmein. So that's arguing against this chewing of the cud being a careful siman. Vod shinaim miksivi b'rayis doesn't say anything about teeth in the Torah. La'achi kamar. Kol be'ema shein lo shinaim lamala. Any animal that doesn't have. By the way, let's say you come upon an animal in the desert and it has its feet amputated, right? So by knowing this rule about the teeth, that's another way of checking whether the animal is kosher. Kol be'ema shein lo shinaim lamala, it doesn't have the front teeth. We know that animal is going to chew its cud. Anu mafreses parsa Torah, because there is no other animal. More of a lived up with parsa. What are you checking the teeth? Check for the hooves. Like we said, kagon shahayu parsa chatuchos. We're talking about if they were amputated. Kid Rav Chizda, Dam Rav Chizda, Haimalech b'midbar. They were traveling in the desert. Umatza be'ema sheparsa chatuchos. They found an animal. The hooves were cut. Boidik b'pia examined the mouth. If there's no front teeth, and if you don't, if it has upper front teeth, then it's not kosher. As long as as long as you can identify that it's not a camel, because we said the young camels have no front teeth. The adult camel has teeth. You have to recognize what a young camel looks like. But if you have a young camel that doesn't have front, maybe there's other species that lack front teeth. So the Gemara makes an astounding statement. Never will happen. The Tony Rabbi Shmuel. It says, Vesagamal kimale gerahu. The camel chews its cud. Sholit balomo yodeh. The ruler of the universe knows. She'en l'chodavar mala gera v'tomei el gamal. The only animal that chews its cud which is not kosher is a camel. Lefichach parpar kosuv hu. Kiagerahu, it. But no other animal chews its cud and doesn't have a split hoof. On Rav Chizda, Haibalech Bader, Umatza Behemas Shapia Gomu. They found an animal, the mouth was destroyed, so they couldn't check the teeth. Boidik b'parsoseh, so you should check the hooves. In parsoseh sedukos, if they're split, biyadushi toira, we know it's a kosher animal. If lav biyadushi tmeya, as long as uvavanshi akir chazir, you have to recognize a pig, because a pig will also have a split hoof. Well, lavamratik chazir, it cannot be min achrina the damil chazir. Maybe there's another animal like a pig. No. Lo sal kedaitich, the Tana Rabbi Shmuel. Vesa chazir ki mafris parsahu. It has a split hoof. Sholi paloma yodea, the ruler of the universe knows. Shein lechot davar shemafris parsa v'tomei el chazir. This is the only animal that has a split hoof that it's not kosher. Lefichach parpa akasuv hu. Bam Rav Chizda. Haimalech b'midbar. Umatza behema shapia gamum uparsoseh chatuchos. Okay, I'm going to take you. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. We're going to learn just a half a blot today. We'll do the other half tomorrow. We'll do the other half tomorrow.
What time tomorrow?
Tomorrow, regular time, 7:15.
Okay. We'll see you at 8 for Navi.
Tomorrow, tonight, 8 o'clock, Navi Shir.
Okay, very good.
Okay.